To think our undying cynic would have such a weakness for those floating balls of fur. Nevertheless, our plan worked perfectly. His little detour bought us all the time we needed. Now, to proceed with the next step. There you are. Well, he fell for it. I trust matters at Tattletale are proceeding apace. Has the populace been sufficiently incensed? Matters have become complicated. Our tragic finale may have to wait until another time. Is that so? Has Maya proven less pliant than we expected? No, the complication stems from the tower. An unexpected actor has begun to warp the tale with her actions. The light of hope shines again, quite surprisingly. Impossible. There were no signs this would occur.
Even if the world itself is at stake, you shouldn't throw away your lives. Death should never be what you hope for. We all have something greater ahead of us. Something to look forward to. Our homes are waiting. And now, the returners make their name!
The returners. Do you know what all that's about?
No, I've never heard the name before. In fact, everything in that vision was new.
Something was different about the tower, too. What was that light?
Hey, wait! Where has Eiko gone to? She was just here a moment ago.
Doesn't matter. We know where to go. If she wants to find us, she will.
It's an emergency! Did you two see the rune's vision already?
Yes, it began to glow on its own, so we looked.
We should be the ones asking questions. Where have you been? It's not a good time to disappear.
I'm sorry. I was called by the other Echoes for an urgent meeting. The contents of which I'm supposed to share with you now. Although you may have already figured out what it is. Something's happened at the Tower of Hope. Something big. So big, in fact, that we have to head there at once. No delays! The other Echoes have cleared the way. Should be a straight shot to the tower. Now let's go before the fiends start closing in.
Hold on, we never agreed to this. We need details. What's this big happening at the tower? And why are you so desperate to get us there?
Well, you see, if I explained everything, it'd take too long.
Just what are you and all the other Echoes thinking? You know, I smell a classic fairy scheme. I've seen that light before. It's the light of hope, isn't it? Quite a detail to leave out.
That light... Well, you see, it's... don't know. Sorry for being useless. I have a wonderful idea! I'll just go back to the other Echoes and get these niggling doubts all cleared up for us. Wait here, and I'll bring the answers right to ya!
Eiko, we appreciate your concern, but we can't afford to wait. We have to leave here, now.
Oh, but of course! Off to the Tower of Hope!
We aren't going to the tower. We are going to Tattleade Village.
What?
We can't leave Maya to fend for herself, and we can't leave the villagers to suffer as they are. We must help how we can.
But I have orders! I have to go to the tower! If I don't, they're gonna tan my hide!
That sounds like a problem between you and yours. Let us know how it goes. Besides, no one's stopping you from going to the tower. Alone. We have a map, so your services are no longer needed. Sorry to let you go.
Wait!
Brother, let us hurry.
Right.
Why won't you... Wait! Useless. She had one task to accomplish. One. We should never have trusted one so inexperienced. Her inexperience was exactly why I thought she would be perfect for the role. Our target has a history of teasing out even the most well-hidden secrets. His nagging questions and relentless suspicion make even the simplest deception trying. So, a fairy that would be unable to answer his interrogation seemed to me the safest course. I suppose I misjudged. What is done is done. For now, we must find a way to divert his attention. That map of theirs severely limits our options, however. Those Mughals, another failed trick. It may be time to resort to more direct methods. Perhaps force will succeed where guile has failed.
There's a lot of fiends around here. It's almost like they knew we were coming.
Yes, it's as if they don't want us to reach the village.
See? This path is way too dangerous! We should definitely turn back!
What a surprise.
Why would you be surprised? I'm your guide, after all. Now, let me lead you to safety.
Lead us to the tower, you mean? That's what the other echoes want, right? So much so that they summon these fiends to stop us.
Are you suggesting this is the Echo's doing? Why would they put us at risk?
I don't know, let's ask our guide. If we followed you, would you send the fiends away?
I would if I could, but I can't! The guide's sacred duty is to keep their charges safe! I would never hinder our journey! Besides, if I had the power to control fiends, wouldn't I just use that to make you go to the tower?
You can't talk your way out of this.
I believe her. However, that doesn't mean we're going to turn back now. And as our guide, I ask you to keep us safe.
Safe? Of course! I can do that!
your best, and you failed.
This echo lives to serve, after all. So, here we are.
You're the natural.
Time to get this adventure started!
Come on!
And we're off!
You'll pay for that.
Now we guide weary wanderers. This echo lives to serve, after all. So, here we are. Now we guide weary wanderers. Not just here to help, happy to. It would seem they have broken through our little obstruction. We must not let them proceed further. On the contrary, perhaps we should let them go. Any further attempts to stop them would be a wasted effort. And what about the recent developments at the tower? We let them run their course. The others will reach the tower in due time. They may resist us, but they cannot resist the tale's allure. If you insist.
You really carved through those fiends like butter! No one told me you guys were this strong.
You helped us fight as well.
She helped by giving us something to fight. Make them fiercer next time.
What? I told you, I can't even do that!
She might not be lying. She has genuine fear in her eyes sometimes. Someone else must be pulling the strings, or she's an acting prodigy. What happened to all the fiends? Did their master lose interest?
Perhaps. Perhaps it was a different echo, or echoes, that were controlling them this whole time.
Come to think of it, I had to cut through a horde of them on the way back to Omega. Made me late. Was it just some fairies behind the curtains?
I already told you. They don't tell me anything. Please, you have to believe me.
I don't know about that. Never trust a fairy. Still, that doesn't mean they can't be useful sometimes.
So, you believe me? Or...
What do you think?
It's okay. He's giving you a chance. But he's not saying he believes everything you say.
Just don't do anything suspicious.
I won't! I don't even know how! I'll show you how useful I can be! Just wait!
I'm looking forward to it, Eiko. We should be off. Maya is waiting.
We had heard that the villagers of Tattalade were fighting amongst each other. Their beliefs were at war. But the villagers were kind. They helped us. How badly could they possibly treat each other? I couldn't imagine they'd turn to violence, to killing. I was wrong. I should have known better.
No. Are those...
Yeah. Graves. Fresh ones. By the looks of things. Damn it. Why did I think I could help? I couldn't stop anything. Again.
Brother, You don't know yet. There still may be people to help. There still may be people who need saving, who need you. There is work for us to do.
Sarah, You're right. We need to ask around. Maya must know something. Let's find her.
You there, state your business. This village belongs to the Collective, and outsiders are forbidden from entering.
Are those graves back there your doing? How many innocents have you killed in the name of your beliefs?
They met the fate they deserved. The fate that all who defy the Collective shall meet.
You threaten the lives of others over mere beliefs. Who would be twisted enough to follow you?
They follow us because they value the greater good. Not even children will be allowed to sully our ideals.
What ideals? I know what it's like to truly work for the greater good. My friends, they thought only of what they could do for others, how everyone could be better. They would call you tyrants.
Another group of miscreants that must be taught manners. Watch and obey!
I warned you, and you still fought.
You bastards, just kill me!
Does your life mean nothing?
Those who cannot fulfill their duty must die. It is our way.
Don't be stupid. If you want to die, do it yourself.
Do not think this is the end of us. Our witch will put you in your place.
A witch?
Maya, the Azure Witch. She fights for the Collective.
Impossible. How could she?
She awaits in the plaza.
What is she? We have to go.
People are gathering in the plaza up ahead.
Did anything seem strange?
She seemed as cold as ever. But to be honest, I don't know her as well as you do, so it's hard to say.
Well, that's not much to go on.
It's all part of my new policy. If I don't know something, I'm gonna say I don't know. Better than faking it.
I appreciate the honesty. It's not something I'm used to.
Besides, the faster we get done here, the faster we can head to the Tower of Hope.
Always an ulterior motive, huh? Well, I guess it's good you told us beforehand.
I live to serve, no matter what the other Echoes want. That's a promise. Just you watch.
I guess that's progress.
My apologies. It would seem my understanding of your beliefs was a flawed one. I was told that you forced your way of life on others, stifled their freedom. However, I now see that people need such structure, need to be told how to live their lives. When one knows the role they are meant to fill, they are given hope. And when one has hope, they will gladly give their lives to defend it, to defend the collective.
Exactly! We live for our roles, or we die to fulfill them! The Collective will bring enlightenment to the people! Glory to the Collective! Glory to us all!
I'm not sure I agree. You are prepared to die for your beliefs, to fulfill your duties. Such conviction is admirable. However, that strength is wasted if you're dead. You should use it to make a better life.
Life is a journey of pain and suffering. A constant struggle between right and wrong. The shadow of doubt lingering always over your every deed. You would ask us to endure that?
Well...
It is better to die in certainty than to live in doubt. That is the path we should walk. Do you not agree?
The Collective is all! The noblest life is given in service! We fear no sacrifice! Glory to the Collective!
Now do you see the true nature of these people? They are fools. Not a single thought in their heads their own. They will kill on a whim, and die on a whim. Fools all.
What manner of trickery is this?
Perhaps I can educate you on the true price of ignorance.
What are you doing, Mia?
Let us give them what they so desire. A death worthy of their grandiose beliefs. A death worthy of fools. You lived as a collective, now die as one!
Maya, stop!
Let's get out of here.
Okay.
Is she?
Train who you want, you'll never catch up.
We guide weary wanderers.
Come on! what's good for you.
What do you mean? Of course you can!
I warned you, but you still fought.
Here we are.
Here you go! Lost, if you know what's good for you.
Now, where is she?
Want, you'll never catch up. Maya's gone. We should find her.
Yes, and we have to help them.
Them?
Everyone, including Maya. That wasn't her back there. I'm certain of it. And the villagers, even the members of the collective, something has a hold on them. They aren't thinking for themselves, because they can't.
Still, that doesn't excuse what they did. It doesn't excuse this slaughter. What?
Well, you know back there, when Maya started acting weird, I felt something. It felt like another echo.
Another one? Do you think that's what's behind this? Are fairies watching us? What'd they do to Maya and the others?
I don't know about all that.
Can all echoes control the minds of humans?
Not all. Not me especially. But I've heard of some that can.
You sure it's safe to give away fairy secrets?
I don't care about that. I may be an echo, but I'm still myself. And I'm choosing to help Sarah, no matter what.
Good. And you can help us find Maya, too.
Gladly!
You stand no chance. Accept it. Admit your folly, and I may offer you mercy. Even succor.
I fought in the name of the collective. I did what was just. I have no need of your mercy.
Ah, I see. Then you shall have none.
Maya, don't do it!
Come no further. This is what he wants out of you.
I am not afraid. I live by the sword and I shall die by it. Such an end as only befits my role.
Listen to that. Let the fool choose. I shall give him the death he so desires.
The only fool here is you. No one desires death, no matter what they've been made to do. And no one has the right to take a life.
Sarah? What have I...
Maya, what is that light?
It's them.
Sarah, have you forgotten who I am? No one, not even you, can hope to deny me.
Glory! Glory to the collective!
You disappoint me. But if you want to fight, you got it. You ready? I haven't forgotten who you are, so I won't pull any punches. Remember, this is nothing personal.
Even children must fulfill their roles!
Not just here to help, happy to.
We'll beat you into line!
You're not tired.
Sarah, what did I do?
You weren't exactly yourself. There was nothing you could have done.
No, Sarah. There was. My hand may have been forced, but the intention was mine, and the blame is mine as well. The hatred I felt for them was real, as was my desire to end their lives.
But why would you?
In the fervor of the collective, I saw a reflection of myself. They latched on to the first thing that gave them comfort, gave them guidance. They were weak, just as I was. I could not bear it, so I chose to bury them.
But really, you wish to bury yourself. I see more than you realize. Of course, I see the confident teacher, so secure in her abilities and purpose. But I also see the fragility just underneath. You don't always have to act so brave. Aren't you tired?
Sarah...
It's okay. I understand. You don't have to ask for my help. But you'll have it. Now and always. Sometimes, our words fail us. But our friends never will.
Thank you. Can you forgive my actions?
The old me would have laughed at this exchange, at Sarah's naivete. Now I only have respect. Even without her memories, Sarah's nobility is unmistakable. It makes me wonder what the fairies are really after in all this. If we go to the tower, are we just playing into their hands, helping their story along? so be it.
Huh?
If they're setting a trap, I'll bite. Wouldn't want to be boring prey. Then I'll end the tale with these hands. Well then, lead the way. Bring us to this tower.
Yes! With pleasure!
After I woke up, I couldn't remember a thing. Who I was, where I was, what I was doing, nothing came back. So naturally, I decided to start a new life with my sister.
Hey! Time to get up! Come on!
Don't worry. I'm up.
Up late? Don't you have to hunt today? Don't want to leave in a rush.
I know. My sword stands between peace and chaos and all that.
You really should be careful. What would the village do without you?
You're right. It is a great responsibility. I shall take it more seriously. But first, I must eat. What have you cooked up today? Something mouth-watering, no doubt.
Well, if you like eating the same thing every day.
I would have it no other way. I kept a quiet village safe from snarling fiends. I was their lone swordsman. Day in and day out I drove them off. Things hardly changed. However, Sophie made it tolerable. More than tolerable, in fact. She gave me a purpose. I certainly could have asked for a worse life. Fiends have grown bolder as of late. Very well, I shall have to exterminate them to the very last. The Dark Flood stole away my memories, but my skill with a sword remained. It seemed only natural to use that skill to protect my sister and the other villagers. I did so willingly and without complaints. Not everyone felt the same, however.
That Graf walks around like he owns us, just because he knows how to use a sword.
Shut it! Or do you want him to hear? Who else is gonna keep the fiends at bay for us? Do you want to take your shovel and do it? I sure don't.
Am I a protector or a guard dog? Sacrifice is inevitable. While I was more than content to drive the fiends off on my own, there was a limit to what one man could accomplish. More than once, I attempted to propose a better way.
What? You're asking for our help?
We've already been through this.
We can achieve much more together than I can alone. We can keep the village safe.
That's easy for you to say. You enjoy fighting those things, not us. We're not like you.
We wouldn't stand a chance. We'd be nothing but fodder.
You would be safe, I assure you. Only I would be in danger. I shall teach you how to fight as well, if the need ever arises.
Well, let us think about it.
I have fields that need tending to. See you.
Try as I might, the villagers would not lend an ear to my pleas. I continued to fight alone. Perhaps my lack of charisma was to blame. Perhaps. only those who are deserving.
Meet your end! Now, sleep quietly. You're open! Just discourage me! Prepare for my revenge! Sacrifice is inevitable.
I was the only one in the village who could fight. So, I was the only one in the village who did. I was useful as long as I kept killing. I tolerated it to protect those I held dear.
Stand up for yourself! Say something! They sit around while you're out here risking your life, and they have the gall to say those things about you?
Well, I cannot say I am happy with the way I am treated. However, if I do not protect our home, no one else will.
And I'm grateful for it, even if they aren't. But what if something happens? We'll be defenseless, and I'll be alone.
I have offered to teach the others to fight. They will not listen. I do not know how to get through to them. I would not dare force them to take up arms. If my words cannot convince them, perhaps my deeds can.
Yeah, not just yours, but ours. Let's defend the village together. I'll be your trainee.
You know, that is not a terrible idea. I am sure you will be teaching me before long. Very well, but follow my lead, and allow me to do the fighting.
But that's what you always do. You're gonna tire yourself out eventually. If things get hairy, I'm gonna fight too.
First lesson, know your limits and stay safe.
There you are, finally!
The fiends, they're everywhere!
What? Don't just stand there! Go!
I will.
Sophie! Wake up! Sophie!
No.
You were too late, as always.
Well, you were off pretending to be a hero. The fiend snuck in right under your nose.
You left us defenseless, but your sister thought she could help, and she died for her troubles.
Foolishness runs in the family.
What?
It's a shame she lacked any sense. If she had hid, she might still be alive.
But instead she faced the fiends alone. Brave, but stupid.
Alone? You coward in your hovels? Watched as she gave her life for yours?
We didn't make her fight. She chose to throw her life away. Good riddance!
Say that again!
You didn't hear me? She threw her life away. Like the half-wit she was.
If you had gotten here in time, she would still be here. You killed her as much as the fiends did.
Who do you think you're protecting? You're only good for killing.
Kill! 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 Kill!
No. It's not real. These are not my memories. Someone did die that day, but not this Sophie. After I woke up, so naturally, I decided to start a new life with my sister. My sister was her. The only Sophie was this one. And I failed to protect her. I blamed myself, and I buried my guilt in bloodshed. In that sea of misery, the runes became my only comfort. I took my memories of my dead sister and ascribed them to a girl in the rune's visions. I even named her Sophie. I set out to find her, to find an illusion. It would seem that is all everything ever was. No more. My endless pursuit of the runes must come to an end. I shall no longer humor their deception.
No place to run! No place to hide!
Boy, you must
Think I've been defeated? Meet your end! Punish only those who are deserving. Victory is still within reach! Too slow! Your punishment is nigh!
Impossible.
Where have you been, brother?
You're not real.
You're giving up on me, just like that. After you called me Sophie. After you made me Sophie. I didn't ask for that.
In runes, I made you into Sophie, my beloved sister. However, that story is over. I have no more need of it.
I see. But if there's no more need for your story, there's no need for you.
If that is how this saga must conclude, then so be it.
After you called me Sophie, after you made me Sophie, I didn't ask for that. How could you?
Now, sleep quietly.
How could you?
I'm sorry. Think you cut down your own sister so readily. Even though she was but an illusion, it's clear your bloodlust knows no bounds. And you are. I am you, and you, well, are me. So do not deny it, for I know you. I know how you felt when striking the fatal blow. You were ecstatic. You wanted more. You wanted to rage, to wound, to hurt, to kill. No other feeling comes close, and you know it.
I will pay no heed to the words of a phantom. The runes have no place in this world, and neither do you.
Then remove me from this world with your own hands. What is one more person's blood on them? For even if I am but an apparition, the path that led you here is paved with the bodies of enemy and friend alike. This ends now.
I wish to see how you die! Victory is everything! Challenge me if you dare! The final blow is near!
Did you even break a sweat?
You laugh? I am overjoyed. Such strength. You have shown me what you are capable of. What I am capable of. No, you are a feeble imitation. If I am so feeble, then finish me. Are you so eager to die? Eager. More than you can know. Then today will be disappointing. Such kindness. Kindness that deserves its just rewards. You have a soft heart. But that is not who we are. You really should learn to feel sorry. You owe it to all of us. Accept it, and let your true nature take hold. No, I'll never.
There is no Palamecia without a story. A story that enraptures the hearts of its listeners, moves their very souls. A story that becomes the seed of hope and shapes the world. However, every tale of hope requires a villain to bring despair in equal measure. Who, I wonder, will that be?
Quit with your pontificating and get to the point. What do you want from me? You approached me for a reason. I will not be treated as a pawn, but I would not be opposed to being a partner in crime. You likely already know this, but my methods are simple almost to a fault. I kill, and little else.
That suits my needs perfectly. Become the villain that brings despair and ruin to this world.
You wish me to bring ruin? Then I shall start with you. I can joke as well.
Very funny.
Now I am off to bring ruin and despair, and all that.
I may come to prefer the old him over the new. It matters not, I suppose. He shall make a more pliable pawn than some, and may finally bring change to this stagnant tale.
Scream while you can! Your blood stains the battlefield! You really got me in the corner now! Straight to the grave! Your blood will be rushed on my sword! Make your final arrangements! If you didn't want to die, you shouldn't have been so weak. I will skewer your soul itself! You must be tired of living! Your suffering shall be quick! The coup de grace! Your life is pitiful! Howl! Scream! Rage! I will make your end worth remembering! Leave this place! Your death moves me!
You fight with such grace, but there's a ferocity behind it. You are relentless even against the weakest of foes.
I am an equal opportunity killer. Both the strong and the weak are deserving of the honor of dying by my sword.
You bare your fangs against the world. It would seem I was correct in thinking that you are just what Polynesia needs.
I could not care less about such matters.
Without a tail, there is no Polynesia. Without a tail, there is nothing to fill the hearts of the people with hope. And this world exists for one purpose: to create hope, to become suffused with it.
What has that to do with me? Am I not here to destroy hope? To replace it with despair?
Indeed. We have no need of half-hearted dreams and ambitions. Crush them as you will. We shall let you do as you please. The hope we desire is pure, bright enough to illuminate even the darkest of depths. But first the world must sink to those depths. And you, our walking calamity, shall bring it there. From your barbarism, the seed of true hope shall bloom.
And if you are mistaken, if only despair remains,
then the light of hope shall burn ever the brighter. Such is the way of things.
You speak in circles. I suppose I should get used to it. I shall do what I do best, slay whatever is in front of me.
Your life is pitiful! I will make your end worth remembering! My blade strikes fear in you! I wish to see how you die! The coup de grace! You deserve no mercy! Bear these scars proudly! Leave this place! You must be tired of living! The sky cries out! Your suffering shall be quick! The courage push you prostrate! Your blood will be rushed on my sword! I wish to see how you die! You've squandered your life! Are you even defending? Not bad! No ship can weather this storm! Bear these scars proudly! You must be tired of living! Your life is pitiful. Watch out! Here I come! Die afraid! The current lets you prostrate! My blade strikes fear in you! Scream while you can! I savor victory! Enjoy your last moments! Your blood stains the battlefield! The coup de grace! Your life is pitiful! No ship can weather this storm! There is nothing but the comforting dark!
I believe I have tired of hunting beasts.
Perhaps you would prefer to hunt men?
Ah, but they frighten so easily. Flimsy bags of flesh, it is hardly sporting. Not to mention the time it takes to track everyone down.
True. You only have one sword. But what if we could give you something greater? The power to slaughter dozens at once.
Tempting.
This rune shows a tale forgotten. A tale of the monarch of chaos, whose throne has been abandoned for too long. Take his place, if you would.
Make this fight count, for it will be your last.
Leave this place!
You're not tired.
I see you have a death wish! The coup de grace! A clean death. More than you deserved. Looks like I underestimated you!
You're looking good!
Death comes to us all in time. These scars proudly! Now's your last chance to run! Prostrate! A clean death. More than you deserved. You put up a good fight, and now you have my leave to die. So this is your fabled power. And I want it. Everlasting life. You can part with that, right? That was too easy. I suppose I should be thankful. I shall use this offer. And make this world one worth dying in.
You met our every expectation, Graf. Now the Warrior of Despair shall take his rightful place in Palamecia.